Grand Theft Auto. I want to
Oh, bro,
talk about.
that's my second thing because
I
it's
want to
coming up.
talk. Yeah, I want to. Heck yeah, I want to talk about that. There is this guy on YouTube. He's he's nerdy, so you might not. You might not. Some people can't listen to that kind of
Ah, come
just
on,
how it
what's
sounds.
his name?
His name is Jason Schreier,
Oh,
and the
bro,
guy's
that's my
legit.
boy.
You know him?
No,
Okay, never mind.
sorry.
So he works for. Oh man, he works for. I think Bloomberg. He works for a large marketing company,
They're
or
good, right?
I can't remember. I don't know. I think they're all corrupt. But
Oh,
anyways, he did it. So Take Two, who owns they are the publisher for Rockstar, right? So there's publisher, then the developer. So
the
Take
CEO is a
Two CEO,
badass.
yeah, no, he is, yeah. So the Take Two CEO, who owns Rockstar, basically they're under that company. Take Two CEO they had an earnings call, right? And so I thought this was really interesting, and it's kind of different from what we've talked about before, as far as like it's not technically about the game; it's more about the numbers. So you might like this. Basically, everyone is asking him on the earnings call because I think they do a quarter. I think it's a quarterly one that they do. Yeah, because you do a quarterly one, and basically everyone can phone in and you can listen to. It's basically everyone who's like an investor and shareholders. It's a shareholder meeting, and so he was basically talking about the pre-sales, and he won't give the numbers about what the pre-sales were. And I thought it was interesting because Jason Schreier, this guy that works for Bloomberg, interviewed him, and he said, "Hey, why won't you share the numbers?" And he goes, "Are they not good? Were they bad? Like, why aren't you?" Because basically, like, it's a bunch of stock people on the phone, and they're gonna dump the stock or buy the stock depending on what happens on this call, right? So it's an important call, and the CEO is basically like, the numbers are crazy, monstrous, that he's basically going, we're not going to tell you what those numbers are until day one sales after 24 or a couple days, because we want to combine those two numbers. Because if they basically told everyone what the pre-sale numbers were, the if it's well above the expectations of what the stockholders and shareholders thought it would be, the price of Take Two would probably skyrocket. So they're kind of they're kind of like holding back on expectations and trying to kind of like keep everyone chill but we don't know, because the pre-sale numbers might not be front loading the numbers of day one. It might be, you might have day one sales be billions too.
So he thinks if they release the numbers of the pre-sales, it's somehow going to take away or make the stock go so
he
high, and it won't be. I don't
so
understand.
he basically, sorry, I'm not explaining it right. So he
No,
basically
it's okay.
said that if they release the numbers for the pre-sale orders, the numbers are so high that people might think, they might get the expectation that this is going to be the most insane media release ever, which it is. But he wants to.
Got it. Because if day one sucks for whatever reason, it might. Okay.
Exactly. And
Okay. That's smart.
he
Yeah.
thinks a lot of people that were going to buy on day one pre-ordered it. And so
Okay.
that's
Okay.
why these numbers look insane.
Okay.
And he
Okay.
thinks that, he's like, that's why we're not going to tell anyone. We're going to wait until day one. We're going to combine all the numbers together. We'll give you the pre-orders. We'll give you day one sales. Because he thinks basically it's front loading. Basically, everyone's so hyped. All the people that would have bought, or maybe a majority that would have bought day one, bought the pre-order. So that now day one sales are going to go down.
Got it. Okay.
I
That
don't,
makes sense.
I don't think that's true.
No.
I think, because I didn't pre-order it.
Exactly.
I don't think you pre-ordered it.
No.
And
I
I
was
think
gonna
there's a
wait
bunch
with
of
you.
people there. Exactly. There's a bunch of people that are hyped for this that did not pre-order. And I think that's the vast majority. And from the leaked numbers, I don't know where they're from exactly, but I think we talked about this before, where it's a couple billion for the pre-order sales.
No, that makes total sense. And I wonder if, because there's going to be a ton of people, the people that pre-ordered are, they're not necessarily, they're kind of like not the hype train, But I don't even think that's the majority of the people that are going to buy it, because there's people like you and me where we're like, well, it's not even a digital version. Sorry, it's not even a physical version. But then again, where I was going with that is there's an unlimited amount of digital copies you can buy, but there actually isn't. There were certain regions that were limited on how many. I've consumed so much content on this. It's abnormal. I mean, if I put this amount of effort into schooling, we would both be doctors. But there are certain regions that sold out for whatever reason. There was limits on the digital versions you could buy in the pre-sales, and certain regions sold out because for whatever reason there was a limited amount. It makes no sense. So that should tell you. I listened to a little bit from that call. I guess it was a recap. He said it was like unprecedented amount of sales. So I can only, and I'm thinking first month, first week, first month, whatever, probably first 3 months is going to dwarf and make the pre-sales look like nothing, because there's people that are like, I'm guessing the pre-sales are more young people, and there's going to be people like you and me, 20s, 30s, that are going to wait and then just do it. Because I'm going to go a little stupid with it, and like I'm going to buy the physical copy and the special edition and whatever limited merchandise they might have. But I'm going to wait until the thing is going. So when we have our offices, you're going to see probably some like poster back there with the Miami and all the pink and everything. So that's crazy, dude, what he said. So
Yeah, I thought it was and I completely agree with what you said, where I think day one is going to far exceed the pre-sales. I think they haven't tapped into nearly the amount of customers that are going to be buying this on day one. The other thing I wanted to talk about is it's coming out, the trailer reveal on Netflix.
wow.
And he was basically like, hey, what's the point? Like, what's the point of going on Netflix, yada, yada? Obviously, it's incentive for Netflix, or it's incentive for Rockstar because it's free money. I don't know how much money they're getting it, because they get it for 6 hours. They get it exclusive for 6 hours before it launches on YouTube. So I thought that was interesting. But the other part because Jason's like, all right, well, why the Netflix thing, yada, yada. Basically, he said it's going to be almost like a show.
Wow. Okay. Wow, bro. Because I was going to ask, do you think like this thing that's coming up on August 27th is going to be the trailer? Is it going to be like an interactive thing where you get to play a little bit now? Because you said there is like a gaming section or something in Netflix, which I wasn't aware of. It sounds like it might be all of the above. Trailer 3, right? Is that what you think? And some play along?
So I think, because if you look at, GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2, they would have two cinematic trailers for the story. Then the third one would be a gameplay, but it's a developer breakdown. So it's basically like how we made the game. Here's kind of the engine. Here's the updates that we did. Here's the graphics, and here's the water simulation, and then obviously gameplay, because everyone wants to see, like, they want to see play in the game. And apparently, I think it's going to be like a breakdown of like probably it'll probably episode one could be like the story or whatever, and it's people breaking down, like, it's you're probably in the office and it has, here's what we were thinking about for the plot, and we branched off into this and all this stuff. So now I don't know if there's going to be, I don't know if it ties into the game center itself, but I actually forgot that Netflix has that kind of game center thing going on. But they already kind of have they're already working with Rockstar, which I didn't know. So, and I thought this was interesting. Like, what do you think about that? And then also, what do you think about like Netflix only having it for 6 hours?
Dude, honestly, I don't know what to think because I'd never seen something like this before. I was just expecting it to be on their YouTube channel. So like whenever they do something like this, because it hasn't been done before and because this is the biggest thing since sliced bread in terms of releases, it gets me, and I guess everyone else, even more pumped because it's adding to the mystique and the crazy mystery. And I think they're very tactical that they don't say anything. It builds it up even more. And I think they were already like that, but now they're like probably digging more into it. And I guess it's weird that they didn't, but like they're also geniuses because now like Netflix is amazing for doing this. They're going to pull even more people into the Netflix platform because like, okay, well now I can't watch it on YouTube right away. I have to go on Netflix. So I think it's cool. I've never, this week, there's going to be a lot of people mad about Netflix probably. But so I, you know what they're going to be like? They're going to be like, so I got to pay $100 and $9.99 to watch it on Netflix. Are you kidding me? Couldn't be more of a goyim. But I honestly, I don't know how to, I can't, I think it's cool, bro. It's not happened. Let's get excited. They could do anything and I'm going to get excited. So do you think it's cool that it's on Netflix and they're doing this type of, I think it adds to the mystique. I didn't even know. I just guessed. What, what were they complaining about, dude? Are these people real or are they bots, dude? They actually said that?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
was
People in the
joking. I
comment
did not know that.
sections. Yeah. No, no, no. Yeah. Well, yeah. If there's one thing you can guess, it's that someone's going to complain. So no one, you know what I mean? Someone's also, it's like, I don't know who takes time to even like, to just write that stuff. I don't know. But
Do you think they're mostly
that's
real?
beside the
I
point.
think most of them are mostly real. Why would they be doing that? Let's say half of them are real. The amount of hate for this is unbelievable. Doesn't matter what they do. Oh my God. Hey, if you want to come on Netflix, we'll show your stuff. You got to pay us. We'll pay you to come on here because
Yeah.
we know how big this is going to be. Man,
And
that's,
that also makes me think it's maybe a show. But I think the other thing is that I know Netflix has people that probably don't even know about Grand Theft Auto. I think they're trying to milk GTA 6 smartly for every single penny that they can. And the last thing that they already know that they're going to make money off of people that play Grand Theft Auto 5, right? The only thing that they haven't tapped into is the kind of more. I mean, Grand Theft Auto is pretty mainstream, but even more mainstream, like just your average consumer on Netflix watching this and going, "Holy crap! I don't even have a console, or my console has. I got it. I played one game on it. It's gathering dust. I'm gonna get this game."
yeah.
'Cause I think that's what you're going to tap into with Netflix. And I think that's smart.
I think I was listening to someone talk about this because at a certain point, they have to look at the people in the office that are going to get an update on let's say Netflix, for example. They're going to see a regular commercial and they're going to be like, oh, I can't believe you must be living under a rock but there are these types of people. Oh my gosh, a new GTA is coming out. Oh, and it's coming out on this. I have to go get the new Xbox or the PlayStation because, I haven't played since GTA San Andreas. Let's say they're in their late 40s or whatever. Millions of those types of people that might only have Netflix or this. So they're probably also stretching, they're trying to get as much of the audience as they can before they launch this thing. And yeah, I'm not joking. Like that week I'm taking it. I'm going to take it off. So so until that happens, about 2.5 weeks until we get the trailer. So, or whatever that thing is, the Netflix, whatever that's going to be, a season. I mean, I can't even imagine. So
I know. I think it's sick.
I'm so
I'm
excited.
hyped. I'm hyped. Honestly, I like the build up. Like, I don't.
Oh yeah,
I would give me some behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Show me the people that made that were building the game. Show me the character designers and the voice actors. I love all that stuff. It's
bro.
like behind the
Yeah.
scenes. That stuff's fun.
I eat up all that. It's like on House of the Dragon. At the end of the show, they do a recap of everything and they talk to all the actors and actresses and you see like the process. And then they have not only that, they have another show as it would be on HBO called like, what is it called? How dragons were built or whatever. And it goes way in depth into how they made the thing. So I hope they do something like that with GTA and maybe they are going to. My entire house is going to be pink and purple for the first.
Yeah, I need to take off that day because I think it comes out. What day is it? Is it coming out on a Friday?
November 19th is that's a Thursday, baby. So that's a 4-day weekend if you were to take it off.